Welcome to Shooting Shit with Rhonda and T. Tonight we're reviewing Love and Hip Hop Miami Season 4, Episode 9. But before we get started, tell them what to do, D.
Smack that on my butt, subscribe to our channel. Stop calling me D, okay?
Which one we call you?
He said gangster.
Oh my God. Anyway, we're going to kind of mush together last week and this week.
Okay.
Real quick review of last week. Last week started, Prinky did Miami Swim Week. She looked amazing.
Listen, wonderful. I'm like,
her body
back was for real.
Her body is sick. She did Adam Sachs. He does this dope on live model, cutting and designing. He's actually really dope. I like his stuff. So she did that.
She was a little uncomfortable, but it was still cute.
It was cute though for what it was.
It was like, I'm gonna leave that to the ones who do that. So I was like, that's what's up, because it ain't for everybody. Everybody in reality think they could do all that stuff.
No, I'm sure she take a good picture, but she, walking in them heels, that's a whole other skill altogether. Real quick, Sheila and Ace meet up with Princess and Ray J. Princess says she hasn't seen Ray J in 3 days. I don't know what their marriage is like. It's a little concerning. But Ray J said he wanted to hang out with Ace and Sheila because Ace is real zany over there. And he was liking it real zany.
Yeah, I don't know how zany he is, because they a little cuckoo too over there. So
they're kind of cuckoo. I'm not sure I would want to take marriage advice from Sheila and Ace, but when you Ray J and Princess, you get it where you can get it.
Yeah.
Princess was mad because she said she came home and somebody was at the house with a short skirt and her titties out. And then Ray J said, "You don't tell Elvira to put her titties away." And I was
tell
like,
Elvira she can't bring her ass to my house. You don't come in my house. It's different. You ain't talking about the studio. You keep that shit out there in the studio.
Are we talking about Elvira, house. Like 70-year-old Elvira?
He was just saying you can't. You don't tell if it's Elvira and her titties up, that's just who she is. So this hoochie, that's just who she is.
No, I'm saying, is it Elvira? Like Elvira?
No, he was using it for an example.
I thought he meant Elvira. Are you sure? Because I was like, is she mad that Elvira
it wasn't Elvira.
What is she mad about?
Elvira titties probably down to her knees.
If I came home and Elvira was in my living room with her titties out, then I'm getting a picture with Elvira. I don't know what Princess got going on.
Yeah, no, he was using it as an example.
He said Elvira. I thought he meant Elvira. I think he meant Elvira. I think you should go back. He's talking about Elvira. and Princess got issues. If she came home and she mad about
he had
Elvira.
a hoochie in her house.
I've seen Elvira's titties since I was 3 years old. Like her titties been out since I was a small child. I don't know.
But that was his point. If it was Elvira, you wouldn't tell Elvira to put her titties out. So I'm not gonna tell this woman to put herself up because that's who she is. She could be.
They said he'll just tell her turn around respectfully. You got.
That's what he told her. Go ahead. That no, not at home. You just don't bring people to your house.
I mean, this is Ray J. He said his mama there. He ain't got bitches at the house and his mama there with their titties out. Princess.
He did.
Just saying. Trina passed out on the way to the spa.
Girl, who cares? Leave her ass on the elevator.
I mean, Trina passes out on the way to a massage. I don't feel sorry for Trina. Trina's over there flipping out because it's time for verses and nothing is right, and it takes her 4 hours for glam. And I feel like every last episode that we've seen Trina in, she's been late or stressed. She's stressing me the fuck out.
Yeah, she's all that bad energy. She just blew up inside her.
And how the hell do they keep doing things and not inviting Trick? And I'm gonna put this one 100% on Trina because first of all, it's verses. Like I feel like low key she did that shit on purpose because every radio show here and probably there and anywhere else where it's Black radio be talking about verses prior to it coming up. They be talking about verses coming up and this is going who be battling and who you got. And they go back and forth about verses. So now it's Eve and Trick. And at your radio station, not Trina, not Trick, not nobody brought up verses. I call bullshit. I think y'all are full of it. Trick act like he wasn't going. Yes, you is, Trick, because you ain't gonna give up not one opportunity to be singing. He not gonna miss that shot.
No.
Ain't nobody asking Trick to come do verses, so that was his shot. That was his opportunity.
I didn't watch it.
Booty grabbing. Did I see it? Maybe a little bit. Oh man.
Trina irritates my soul.
Booty grabbing Marlon meets up with Debbie, and I don't know why he met up with Debbie.
I don't know why Debbie came on camera.
I don't know why Debbie came on camera talking about her integrity, why she sat up there and let her old, lifelong friend husband eat her coochie. Allegedly.
That's my friend.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
She's got integrity. I'm good on Debbie and Marlon. I don't want to see either one of them.
Nope.
Trick was at his restaurant, and then now that I see him like in there frying and things, I really want to like roll up through there when I ride down the Strand, because Trick, you know, it looked like somewhere where I want to eat. Initially, I think it was at the fashion show. It's when Ray J ran up on Flo, and I guess they had worked together previously, and you know, he had put down this track, but he didn't like her verse, so he wanted her to do it over. So they talked about getting together in the studio. She goes over to studio, and as soon as she gets there, before she walks in, Marlon, the booty grabber, wants to be calling her and confessing to all the shit that he's been doing. So now she's walking in the studio all stressed out and wants to confide in Ray J about how her husband is out here touching everybody's ass. And Ray J is like, bruh, I am not Dr. Phil. We're gonna postpone this shit. I feel like based on the last thing I seen her doing at the studio, I was like, was she trying to pull up on Ray J? Because Flo liked to get up in the studio and rub her booty up on whoever.
Grinding. She was grinding. I mean, and if you gonna grind, like Ray J be the one to do it on, not the little dude she was grinding on. So.
Ray J said, thank you, no thank you. Matter of fact, we gonna reschedule this shit. Cause I think like when he asked her like, where does she draw her, you know, her inspiration from? And, you know, I think he thought she was like, yeah, my life or what have you. He did not expect her to go into details about how Marlon run around here throwing bitches up on the coffee table in the back of the club. That ain't what he
got
was
a whole
trying to
counseling session. He wasn't ready for that. And he going through shit himself.
He got his own thing.
Want to hear that.
He was over there smoking a blunt. She was blowing his high. They had to do that shit another time. I don't think there's
somebody let Princess in here. What the hell?
No. I don't think it's gonna happen, Flo. I think you blew that. You said Marlon blew that. Marlon didn't blow that. You blew that. You was in the studio with Ray J. I don't know what that was going to turn out to, because I haven't heard Ray J put out no music anyway. So, you know, you wasn't finna get to grind on him or any of those things that I think you had planned when you pulled up at that studio in them ridiculous ass biker shorts. Marlon and Flo are just a waste of time. I don't know what they're arguing for. I don't, you know.
It don't matter. If you're gonna go back with them, then go back with them and save us the drama. It don't matter.
Yeah, going back. Yeah. She been there 14 years. Where's she going?
He been doing the same shit. Just go back.
He ain't even sorry.
Just save us the drama. We don't want to see it.
We don't want it. Amara's pregnant, allegedly. Lee. I don't know. Amara is pregnant by the nigga in the Dominican Republic that her ex-boyfriend introduced her to. Yeah. So she wouldn't have even known what's his name? Over there in the DR?
The boyfriend, I don't know.
Alan. She wouldn't even known Alan unless her ex-man had hooked her up with Alan so she could do her Airbnb. So we're rolling into this week. This week we start the show with Ace. He rehearsing for his showcase.
That was cute. That was that whole unplugged vibe.
I like it better than whatever I saw him doing in his video. So, you know, we'll see. You know, it is what it is. Princess has Mary and Sheila over to her house for a little girls get together. When they sit down for drinks, Princess asks Sheila or brings up the retreat. This subject right here got me super heated, as probably most of us that identify as Black women felt during this particular conversation. She explained that a retreat was for Black women to have a safe space to discuss things that they go through in life. And Neri is all like, oh, so I'm not invited.
You're not Black.
So she's in her feelings.
Okay.
We'll come back to that. We'll come back to that. Amara over here at Casa de Grande with all that gaudy ass furniture. I get a headache. Like I need a whole aspirin after I leave Amara's house.
The whole thing is too much. I don't even like looking at Amara no more.
It looked like a jungle circus grew up all over that place.
Oh, she looked like her and Giselle go to the same place to get their shit.
At the flea market? Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. Swamp meat. Swanson swamp meat.
So she walks in, she sits down. Amara, I don't know who's worse, her or Trina. She sits down, she's all sad. She confronts her father. I told you that I thought I might be pregnant and I wanted to find out for sure first. I told you not to say nothing, but you told mommy. And mommy said, what the fuck, basically. Like, I don't know. Like,
isn't that what most parents would do though? Like, would you really tell one and not expect them to tell the other, regardless if they get along or not?
He was like, you know, your girl over here thinks she's pregnant by that nigga in the DR, because this is the thing. Neither one of your parents are excited to know that you could be pregnant by some man that they don't even really know, that doesn't even live in the same country as you. And, you know, it's just not it's not an ideal situation to be in. So she's over here throwing a whole tantrum, and Amara tells her mother to shut the fuck up. Like, I don't know where we do that at. Shut the fuck up, really?
She should have popped her dead in her damn mouth.
And then she threw a tantrum, snatches the microphones.
She go back to the teenager. She always go back to that whiny white teenager.
That's why you don't need no damn baby, because who's gonna be the adult in the house? Now her mother then went and followed her outside, and you know, she was trying to comfort her in that moment. And I get it. Like, first of all, not trying to downplay the fact that she had a miscarriage. That sucks. I mean, that part I get, that it's upsetting. You don't always find yourself in a situation that your mother and father, I'm sure, don't want to see you. They don't dream that their daughter is going to wake up, grow up and get pregnant by some random nigga, you know. But at her age, you don't have any children. Sometimes if you're financially stable, you like,
just do it.
I don't care what.
Do it while you can do it.
Right. This is what it's supposed to be. So I get her being upset about losing the baby. Her mother was out there. She said, does she have sisters and brothers? I'm very confused. She said she had 6 C-sections.
She said C-section. Did she mean miscarriage?
She said cesarean. Maybe she meant miscarriage, because I was like, she has 6 C-sections. Are there any? And then okay, that had me confused. I'm gonna go ahead and say maybe she meant miscarriages and not C-sections, because that's
is there other kids she just left out there and she only be sitting under Amara because she the star? But there's more kids out there. I'm just saying. Can you have 6 C-sections? I don't think you can have 6 of them, can you? I know. I think so. I think once you have one, every kid that you have after that, you're supposed to. You got it. Yeah. Anyway. You know, I was confused. I was like, so are there kids? And did you have 6 C-sections and every single time you went all the way to term and there was no baby? That's not a miscarriage. That's a whole other situation. She had to have a because I think she meant miscarriage. She must have meant it. Yeah. And so, you know, yeah. Amara's house is too much. Amara's nails is too much. All I can say is, how you gonna hold the baby? How you gonna change a diaper? I knew you wipe your ass. That one thing on her nail was that long.
You got doo-doo shits underneath them diamond crusted, whatever the hell you got on. Nori is at the game. He's drinking at the kids' basketball game.
I mean, I would too. I mean, but he's supposed to be stopping. So
he's supposed to not be drinking. He actually patted his own self on the back, like, I'm here, I'm participating. Hit me with another one of them, whatever you're drinking over there. So Neri's whining to him about she's not invited to the retreat that's for Black women only. Nori feeds into her bullshit, talking about, you're married to a Black man, you got Black children. I don't know what the hell that has to do with the price of tea in China.
I don't know, but I feel like it's a lot of non-Black women who have Black kids feel like that they automatically get a pass because their kids is Black.
So let's say this reminds me of back in the day when they had the Million Man March and all the hoes was trying to rush their ass to DC, and we was like, why are you going to DC? The whole point was for the men,
a million men,
to bond, right?
Mm-hmm.
She sat up there and said she's not invited because she's not dark skinned. It ain't about your complexion, right, baby. It's the fact that you are not Black. That's it. That's all.
And she brought up that old girl mother was mixed. And
she brought that up. Ain't her mama white or something?
I don't care. When she step out on the scene, do you say, oh, she got a white woman?
You would never even know. You would never know that she was biracial.
Nori can stop too, talking about he's not Black enough, he's not Latino enough. You might not be Latino enough, but don't nobody look at you unless you tell them that you have Latino in you, that you have that. Other than that, we look in Nori, you see a Black man.
You're Black.
I ain't looking and saying, oh no, he's Latino. That's not happening. So he can stop with that.
You're proving the very point that she's making, because now there's this retreat that's there for Black women to talk about their issues, and you want somebody to fucking make you feel okay about what? Not being Black? I mean, I'm not understanding why her feelings are supposed to somehow be important in this particular conversation.
I don't think it's ever a time where it was Latino carnival or whatever, or if the Indians was having something, it was just for them, that I would feel any kind of way, because I can't go. Like, no. I'm like, okay,
all the time. Like I said, based on where I live, there's nothing but organizations and meetings and different things for people of Hispanic culture to go. And I don't think they exclude anybody necessarily, but they don't speak English. So unless you speak Spanish, you're not gonna know what the hell is going on anyway.
And do you care though?
I don't, because that's not. I mean,
because it's for Hispanics. Would you care?
I don't, because it's not. Yeah, I don't take it personal. I remember working in places where white people will be very offended by the Hispanic people speaking Spanish, and I never understand that either. I'm like, I mean, how come two people can't have a conversation and it ain't got nothing to do with you? Why are you so bothered that they're not speaking English? So I feel like I deserve that same respect. If I need to be in a space where I want to talk about how I feel as a Black woman, I'm not giving her a pass.
And then what you gonna do? You gonna go to the convention and then get offended by some stuff that you hear? That's what's gonna happen.
This is the thing. That's the whole point. The whole point is you want people to be able to speak comfortably without having to be careful about how you say things. Like she said, being pro-Black does not mean anti anything. It just means, and we don't get no spaces to do anything, especially as Black women. Nothing.
What's gonna end up happening? It'll be like on. Who was that? What was that one show they was down in Alabama too? And they had that meeting and they got to talking about it, and y'all let the one white girl sit in at the meeting and she got complete. Oh,
the Bell Collector, because she ended up having to go care about her feelings. No, ma'am.
It's gonna end up being something like that.
Amara invited Neri and Princess over to her, kingdom of whatever the gaudy hell she got going on over there.
At least her yard wasn't looking like Giselle's.
So they're sitting outside and they're talking about, Neri said her juice bar is opening and Mara, she just loves juicing because, long as it's healthy, shoot, because we put other stuff in our mouth. Not me, girl, Princess. I don't put anything in my mouth because my husband said I'm a mother and I shouldn't be doing that. So, Princess, you ain't giving head because Ray J don't want it?
That's what he said. That's not the first time I heard that.
From him or
from men that or from women. And I want to say, I can't remember what show it was, but somebody else had made that statement that you're a wife and a mother, so you shouldn't be doing that. So I guess he can go out and get it from the house, but the mom and the wife shouldn't be doing that. So I didn't heard that from somebody else before.
And mothers don't give head. Yeah, okay. Neri once again starts whining to Amara because she's not invited to the thing because she's not black.
I'll tell you, my blood pressure was rising watching this shit.
You know what had me mad is how Amara, okay, Neri, like Amara, I don't care what she called herself, but when she walks into the room, she black.
Shit, she put black in her name. Her name was Amara Negra.
No.
Shit. Amara walking around here darker than all of us, but she don't want to be black.
Black Amara, ain't she? Talk about
Black
it.
Amara, that is her name. Black ass Amara. She walked here before this season. Her afro was bigger than everybody's. She was Afro-Latina.
And see, that's the thing too. Like she presented herself. I hadn't even heard that term Afro-Latina until she came out because nobody was saying that. Everybody, and I can tell you right now, in my environment around here, it's a whole lot of people that look like Amara with kinky hair who will tell you I am not black. Not Absolutely. Black. I'm not black.
When all of this went down with George Floyd, there was a lot of Dominicans that was speaking up, talking about they weren't black and how they hated black people. Like, seen that all over the internet. I was like, they darker than me. Huh, you would have had to tell me.
Yeah. And if I say to them I'm black, all of a sudden I get this attitude like, oh. So yeah, Amara,
Show. And Amara, since she's been on the show, except for this season, now she walking around with her straight.
Now her hair is straight and yeah.
Yeah. But she was juicy, black, and fabulous the whole time she been on this show. So stop.
I just think it's a non-conversation. I really am over it. And Prinky.
Stop.
I mean, I wouldn't look at Prinky and assume that she was mixed.
I mean, when she said that her mother was Filipino, I was like, yep, that's the look. She looked like, our people. You know what I'm talking about? Like them. Yeah. But it's the same. She has the same look as her and hell, Chili and Ashley from Fresh Prince. It's all.
I don't think Chili is mixed though. I think
she's not.
Her parents are black,
but she still has that same look.
Same kind of look.
Yeah, it's the same look.
Princess said, just because you're not African American doesn't mean you're not black. I don't remember hearing Sheila say anything.
She didn't say that.
Like that. She said for women that identify as black.
Absolutely. So what's on
Mary, I never heard you say you identify as a black woman. You said you sit on a black dick and you pushed out a black kid. That's what you said.
That's what you said.
What the fuck? Bobby enjoyed worship Trina. They have a Trina worshiping dinner. We just gonna take ourselves to the Keys and we're gonna worship Trina until she can't stand it anymore. Joy brings an internet pastor out because they've been saying Trina needs, she needs to rest, she needs to relax, and she needs, And so she done found an internet pastor. The internet pastor came out and said, you know, she was going to pray for her because she's been going through some things and her prayer is going to pretty much like healing and, you know, take some of the sorrow or whatever sadness out of her life. And Trina snaps because that's what Trina does. I will say this. If you want me to relax, don't take me to the beach and bring out no internet pastor to pray.
Well, see, you know, I didn't think that's what she was because how they showed the clips, I thought this was going to be like a psychic reading or something. And like maybe she was going to try to conjure up her mother because she kept saying, nobody talk about my mama. When you didn't even bring up your mama. You brought up your mama. She didn't say nothing about your mama. She just said that your sadness was going to go away. And she said, my mama dead. It ain't going to never go away. And don't nobody talk about my mama.
Trina is not the only person on this planet who's lost a parent. Some people have tragically lost. Look at what's the name? Vanessa Bryant lost her husband and her daughter on the same damn situation. Like people go through things, Trina, and the sadness doesn't necessarily go away, but it doesn't stay in such a place where you're so.
It does not give you a right to treat everybody the way.
Oh my God. Listen here. I don't know what is going on with Bobby and Joy. Fuck Trina. She would have to find me. And her boyfriend with the eyebrows. This nigga sitting over here petting on a puppy, looking damn surprised all the time. Trina don't have a whole person in her life that will be like, you acting a damn fool. Whatever that lady said, even like I said, if you want me to relax, you can take me to the beach and bring me a big fat blunt and some tasty snacks. Now that's how I would like to relax. But
I don't even know what the woman was gonna do. She said she had seen her on Sierra's page, Sierra Gates, or the other Love and Hip Hop, whatever. So
I mean, but that's fine for you, Joy, because that didn't seem like something that Trina would be into, because Trina's an angry little beaver. But she had to.
I thought we was gonna do a psychic reading. That's what I thought. I was like, what we gonna do?
I wouldn't have snapped on a lady like that.
You know what? I wouldn't have snapped on her, but I don't think if they would have brought Mickey Mouse out his damn self,
he would have got cussed out too.
Would have caught it. He would have caught it. The happiest person on earth.
What we're not gonna do is cuss out Mickey Mouse.
She would have got it. He would have got it. She would have said, "Cause you trying to bring this up? Cause my mama took me to Disney World. You trying to be funny about my mama?" She would have gave it an excuse.
Yep. She's just so angry, and I think Trina needs help.
She needs.
But if I was Joy, I would try to help her no more. Like she would never scream at me like that. Who are you talking to?
She might have would have got some hands laid on her.
You can get your own hair done and anything else. You figure that shit out. You let your team get you together.
Yeah.
I don't need you to get in the VIP because Trick is my husband, so he could get me in. I don't even need you. I don't even need you for perks. And okay, so the show wraps up. Guess what we do? Neri invites Sheila and Princess to the juice bar. Why do you think that is? Because Neri wants to tell Sheila that she's feeling. I don't know how many ways Sheila has to explain this shit because I feel like she said the exact same thing again. I don't know if Neri felt any different. What the fuck, Neri and Nori? How did they do that? I don't know if she felt any better after that. I doubt it because she's still living in this world of it's all about my feelings and that's it. That's it, Neri. You don't care about the Black girls. That's the whole point.
That's the whole point.
You don't give a fuck about us because you only care about yourself. Why? Because you light-skinned? Girl. Because I've been seeing some Cubans that's very Black also, too, as well. Just saying.
Absolutely.
What the fuck is Princess crying for?
I don't know. She talking about she want her mama to come. She talking about our parents should have a meeting to know how it is to take care of Black kids. Well, then you create that fucking meeting. Do that. That's not what this is.
That's not what this is. Maybe there will be another retreat for something different. I guarantee you the Neri, you busy? Why don't you create you Why don't you create your retreat for all women that aren't Black, that have Black children?
That's a good retreat. That is an absolutely good retreat because there's some stuff y'all can learn. And, you know, that's a good one. Do that. But that's not what this is here.
That's not what this is.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where we at, y'all. We had a whole ass migraine.
All right, y'all.
That's it, y'all.
Whole conversation. Let us know how you feel.
Please let us know how you feel. Because I tell you what, I'm feeling some type of way.
What you want them to do, D?
Smack that thumbs up button. Subscribe to our channel.
That's what's up.
Panther, come out.
See y'all on the next one.
Wakanda.